Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Peter Stone and Pam,
Hi.
Pammy K, here in Thailand. We're having our breakfast. Today is the Queen's birthday, the new Queen. And the new King was, could say, sworn in as it goes just a week ago or so. And so her birthday was just a week later and gives us a day off. Our company has a day off. So I was sitting and just thinking, well, let's have a chat, Pam, because Pam and I wanted to have a chat last week. So you can hear the birds here. Every day we get here and we chill out, listen to the birds. They're really happy. It's been raining almost every day, so we have giant tree. Oh, so the connection's a little weak, but it's not bad. So everything's growing. We went for a walk last night. It was just gorgeous. Really beautiful. Hey, Renate, how are you? You're still in Thailand, I guess, down in Phuket. But it sounds like the jungle here, and we even trimmed a tree before the stormy weather. So what are we having for breakfast? Well, we went shopping organic, where all the fruit and food is wrapped in banana leaves instead of plastic. Is there plastic? Yes, they encourage us to use boxes and things. In a great store called Central. It's one of the finest international stores, probably in the world, as a department store, but it is also down in the downstairs has a huge, amazing international section. So we do sneak in a few snacks here every now and then. That's our 10%. Seeing as it was Queen's holiday, we wanted to have a reason or excuse, if you will, to indulge. It's a good thing. Hey, Betty, how are you? It's morning here in Thailand, as you can see. It's probably like a little around, just getting on 10 a.m. So we're surrounded by fish farms here for the many, many years. Around our house on the other side of the wall. And on the other side of that wall was a fish farm. And mango trees, banana trees growing pretty comfortable to eat. But on the top of that list was, I forget the number. It was so long ago. I think it was 99 grams of fat, toxic fat and grease. Deep fried cheese with with some kind of cheese sauce poured over it. The 3,000 calories, 99 grams of fat in one plate. I'd have to eat, I don't know if I can get that kind of fat out of that fruit, but in order to get the calories out of that fruit, I probably have to have 5 or 6 plates of that. So, again, I don't know who would eat that, but I have seen people eating it. I don't know anyone I know that would eat them. But take a look at your shopping cart in the store and question yourself. And make sure what you're buying is gonna do something useful for you. Make food. So what I was pulling out for some of my live TV shows here coming up are some of my old references that now I can get online. So just go into my library here. So this is one book that came up. I really like it. And then there's one book that Healing Foods, but I studied this course way back in 1999. I learned about Ayurveda and a lot of different kinds of foods. And this book is highly recommended. I mean, go online, you can find miracle healing foods, but remarkable health promoting uses for hundreds of common fruits and vegetables. You can change your life, change your energy, change your overall health. I've cured so many things. Hey, Leland, I've cured so many different things. I actually amaze myself because I'm thinking, I read this stuff, I look at this stuff, and then I act on this stuff, and it's real. Real. And it all makes just good sense. And Pam and I, back in 1999 when Billy Blank. So I was just going to say, in 1999, Pam was in the United States for about 5 years on and off. And she didn't really do a lot of the stuff that I did. And her diet, she had some fried foods and stuff. And I convinced her to kind of make a change out. And it was some breath issues from food. And if you know people who eat a lot of meat, they become acid and fried stuff and not a lot of vegetables and fruits. So just be aware of that. So we did changes a little bit. And in 99, I started doing Billy Blank's Taibo. How can you argue about Billy Blank's Taibo? You don't have time to exercise. He's got an 8-minute video. This was the original. You can find him online. There's a 20-minute video.
Well,
and Pam, what?
I just think don't have to be him in this day. You can find any free program for exercise.
Right, but as the story goes, this was our story of how we have transpired here and how Pam has transpired into an amazing change where she didn't exercise really, not much at all, but she cooked and she was busy. What's that?
No, it's okay.
And then she would start seeing me doing Taibo in the winter because I was inside and I couldn't go out and do sweaty things. And so I would do the 20-minute Taibo and I could feel that, the basic Taibo. And I really liked what it felt like. And Pam started seeing it. And then she would sit behind me. And she's not a super highly coordinated, but she was there doing it. And then she got the rhythm. And so I'm doing a day. I'm sitting down. And she says, Peter, come on, let's do Taibo. So this thing is back and forth. And that is the power of relationship, right? We help each other. And even today, she's going swimming every morning. When we finish, she'll hop in the pool and ask me, well, do you want to go swimming? Usually I swim in the afternoon. But I go with her now, and I ride the bike, and so she's doing her yoga, something I don't do, that she's just continually. What do you do now, Pam? What do you do for exercise? She was out here doing my stretch exercises that I do, same thing, her own stretch exercises.
Well, in the morning, I do my stretching exercise, and then I will clean up my yard, play with my flowers and gardens that I like so much. And then after my breakfast, I will go swim. And after my swimming, sometimes if I have time during the week, I will do my yoga at the pool as well. And then yesterday I was encouraged, Peter, because it's a holiday. I mean, on the weekend, I asked him, so Peter, after I exercise, we should go sauna. Right, Peter?
Yeah.
So
I haven't been in the sauna for a while.
Yeah, so you can continue with that.
Yeah,
I thought that was amazing.
Yeah, so we have sauna here, and we have it underused. I use it maybe every 3 or 4 months, but now Pam is doing more research about health and well-being. Why? Because she feels really good. She's got a lot of energy and clarity from the exercise, from the yoga, from eating well, which she's done for many years now, and it's this spiraling outward, this growth to have more of what's good, more of what's uplifting, more of what's healing. So the more you do that's good for you, the better you feel, the more you want. It's just a simplest formula. But not every day do we want to do something. So we just have to get through it. And my worst day, I don't necessarily want to ride my bike and put 5-pound weights on both wrists and go ride. But I mean, maybe I did a lot of work. I came back from a show or whatever, and I don't want to do it, but I do it. I don't want to swim sometimes, but I do it. And Pam, we don't have enough time, but we do it, and we make it happen. So we went in and tuned up the sauna. The ladies working as we wanted it to, so we just have to let the office know in the sports center. But the men's was. So she hopped in the men's with me, and we were there, and she tells me, like, often when she's working in the yard every week, I'm sweating. Oh, I love to sweat. And why? Because the toxins are coming out of her body while she sweats. That's the idea of a sauna. So now she's getting a double dose because I sweat too, but I guess I'm getting a double dose too. Working away, and it's warm here. So we sit in the sun and we do what we do. And it's a nice breeze coming, but still, when you're working and moving, you sweat. It's warm in Thailand, 88 degrees, but we love it. So we went to the sauna and we got was not icy cold, but we got shower afterwards, and so this is going to be added, more detox, more energy, more power. I can't wait, because whenever we learn something new, we want to do it.
Yes.
And what else? Yeah, last night we went for a great walk out. And I'll post just a couple of pictures because we did a morning walk. You can see some of the morning walk pictures, and the evening. The lighting is fascinating. So find a place that you like to walk, that's comfortable, that, meditate morning, noon, and night. You can find the time. I call it flip the switch of centeredness. You want to flip the switch. If everything's going like fast, and it hasn't for me, but if it is, for a long time I haven't had that because I practice. And no matter where you are, in the traffic is probably the only place that I get a little on edge, but I'm really improved. And just flip that switch of centeredness. Pull yourself back, take a breath, enjoy the moment, and turn and smile to someone in the traffic. And make it a pleasure instead of a pain. So one of the greatest powers we have in life is turning a pain into a pleasure. Pam, do you have a pain that you've turned into a pleasure?
Well, I would say when I'm working on my garden, it's pain a little bit because it's so hot and sweaty, but you have to find what is the benefit of doing that. The first one, I got exercise, right? I mean, not super work out or anything, but
movement.
And then you got sweat, you got detox, you got some poison out of your system. And I got my beautiful yard. That's the most important thing. So I got to see my beautiful flowers and beautiful plants, so I'm happy.
Connection, de-stressing. All the while, this is a connection of grounding. She's grounding herself, connecting with nature, feeling nature, talking to nature. I talk to the birds all the time. I walk through the park. There's a little group of birds that I like. How are you guys? Girls, whatever. We are part of life. Through life that way, stress, and that's really a 5-letter word. No, I don't really go there. Pam is rarely ever stressed. maybe some business stuff once in a while, but that's normal. I mean, we all go through the
I
business.
get over it, It will not, forever. Things come and go. That's what I have in my philosophy. Nothing as certain. They will come and then they will go. That's how it is. So don't, stress yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Don't get hung up on the busyness of life, the busyness of business. If you don't want to be busy, don't go into busyness. Business. Just don't do it. But if you enjoy challenges, creating things, figuring things out, making money, making the world a better place at the same time, and I suggest that you don't go into business that doesn't help the world in some way or another, or help people and make changes for the better. That is a pretty basic Peter Stone philosophy we have in our jewelry. That every piece of jewelry we make, whoever touches it, all the way from the worker, the person who makes the jewelry, the craftsperson, to the wearer, has to benefit from wearing that jewelry or have touched that jewelry. Very energetic. So this is Peter Stone from sunny Thailand, sunny and warm. Just inviting you for a little chat at breakfast and touching a couple of things, life-changing things. Small, simple, life-changing. It's not complicated. People want to make it complicated. So this is, through the years, I learned something, and this is pretty beat up, pretty used. You can buy these online, already made, really nice, but I like to be creative and I like to have maximum power. So I have a resource for magnets, very high powered magnets. So what I do is wear this magnet on my third eye, so to speak, our magnetite that we have here, and align things. There's so many books on magnetism and healing, and I wear this for maybe 15 minutes. Probably I start to get a headache because it gets concentrated. It's a very powerful magnet, but you can get any level of this. You can see it's quite well used. I've had this for about 4 or 5 years. Glued the magnet back on once at least. I have 2 of these. I gave one to our daughter, Brianna, and she used it for a little extra energy along with our performance amulet. Technology which is only available out of Thailand. It helps me, give me my energy. This on the back of this pendant is a chip built in that helps do a lot of things. It works at a mitochondria level. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you tomorrow, maybe. Probably. You have a good evening, wherever you are, morning, noon, or night. Pam?
Oh, bye.
See ya.